Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to accounting class for the class of 9 and 10 business studies. Today's topics: creative questions solution. In the chapter number 3, that is the name of double entry system. Now you can take your textbook for solving the creative question. Okay, dear boys and girls, you can open your textbook, the page number 39, creative question number 1. Just I read it. Kobe and Sobi traders kept the all of books on the double entry system on December 17. The following transactions occurred in his business. Transactions: December 1, cash brought taka 15 lakh into the business as capital. Second one, December 12, clothes purchased on credit taka 25 lakh. Third one, December 23, furniture purchased in cash taka 60,000. December 24, salary paid to manager Shakila taka 8,000. Person number 102. December 30, commission received in cash taka 8,500. December 31, goods purchased by check taka 1,20,000 at 5% discount. From this stem, you have to require for solving the following questions. Requirement A: what is the total amount of goods purchased on December for this business? Requirement B: determine the debit and credit of the above transactions. Requirement C: prepare voucher for the transaction on December 24. You can see in the screen creative question number 1. I think you already opened your textbook, page number 39. Okay, take your accounting copy for solving this question with me. Okay, I think you are ready for taking the creative question solution. Okay, I can go the next page. You are seeing in the slide answer as follows. Requirement A. You have already seen in the stem. Requirement A: what is the total amount of goods purchased? You know, goods purchased means the main activities of business, and also you know that main activities of business, buying and selling of goods. This is the number 1, buying goods, that is goods purchased. From this stem, we can take for 2 transactions. Number 1, December 12, another one, December 31. Clothes purchased on credit. Clothes, It's one kind of goods or product in any business. Another one directly said in the question, goods purchased by check. So we can solve it very easily. Now you can write your copy and following this format. 4 columns are available in this format. First one date, second one particulars, third one amount taka detail, fourth one amount taka total. Okay, just follow my requirement A and take your copy to write the answer. The total amount of goods purchased on December is shown below. In the format, first one December 12, clothes purchased on credit taka 25 lakh. Second one December 31, goods purchased by check 1,14,000. Total amount of goods purchased amount taka 26,14,000. It may be questions. Goods purchased by check, how is it 1,14,000? In this transaction, 5% discount is available in the purchase amount. You know that discount is the deducting amount of cost price, a total cost in any goods. So you can deduct from the total amount of cost 1,20,000 minus 6,000. That is the 1,14,000. I think you have already done requirement A. Now we can go the second requirement. Determine the debit and credit of the above transactions. You can see in the screen. In this system, you have to write requirement B. Determine the debit and credit of the above transaction as follows. You have already seen in the previous lecture, 4 columns are available to determine debit and credit. First one date, second one account titles, third one debit taka, fourth one credit taka. Now we can start the solution of requirement B, that is determination of debit and credit. First transaction, you can go to your questions. Cash brought taka 15 lakh into the business's capital. In these transactions, 2 accounts are available. First one cash account and second one capital account. Cash increase in the business. Cash increase, that is asset increase. So cash account is debit for this transaction. And capital increase in business, that is owner's equity increase. You know that from the rules of determination of debit and credit, when equity increase, then the respective equity account is credit. So in this transaction, capital account is credit. So you can write for the first transaction, debit and credit, cash account debit, capital account credit. Again, go back your questions. December 12, clothes purchased on credit. Clothes means that is the goods purchased on credit in this business. Clothes, one kind of product or goods in this business. So goods purchase means it's a regular activity of business. When goods purchase, we can write the name of account, purchase account, on credit, not cash, not by check. So on credit, it's a payable amount, have to pay in future. It's a payable. That is the account, maybe accounts payable or creditors account. So you can write for the second transaction, purchase account debit, accounts payable account credit. Purchase account debit, accounts payable account credit. You can write the right way. Okay, you can go again the third transaction, December 23, furniture purchased in cash. Furniture, one kind of asset. Furniture purchased, that is asset increases. From the rules, we can say that when furniture increase, then asset account debit, that is the furniture account is debit in this transaction in cash. In this transaction, cash has gone from the business, that is asset decreases. When asset decreases, then respective asset is credit. For the transaction number 23, so you can write furniture account debit, cash account credit. Amount taka 60,000, debit taka, credit taka. In this system, you have to write in all time when you determine the debit and credit. Okay, go back your questions. December 24, salary paid to manager Shakila taka 8,000, voucher number 102. Voucher, that is the evidence document of this transaction. Salary, that is one kind of expenditure, regular expenditure of business. So it must be debit voucher. But our transaction, salary paid. Salary, one kind of expense. In this transaction, expense increase. So the respective expense account is debit. Paid to manager. Paid. How it is occurred? Without information, we know that any amount paid in cash. So cash has gone from the business, that is asset decrease. You know that when asset decrease, then asset account is credit. So we can write the debit and credit for the transaction December 24. Salary expense account debit, cash account credit. Salary expense account debit, cash account credit. Okay, again go back in the question, in the stem. December 30, commission received in cash. Received cash. Cash has come in business. Cash means assets. You know that when asset increase, then the respective asset account is debit. And commission, it's another activity of business. For this account, amount received by business from other source. So it's the one kind of revenue or income amount. We know that when income increase, then the respective income or revenue is credit. So you can write for the transaction December 30, cash account debit, commission revenue account credit. Okay, go back to the question or stem. 31. Goods purchased by check taka 1,20,000 at 5% discount. Goods purchased, that is the Main expense of business. So expense increase, that is the purchase account increase. The purchase account is debit by check. When goods purchased in cash, then cash account is credit, but in this transaction by check. So by check, that is the bank account. Bank amount decreases from the business account. The bank decrease, that is asset decrease. You know that when asset decrease, then the respective asset account is credit. So in this transaction, we can write the debit and credit. Purchase account debit, bank account credit, but you have to write the amount debit taka credit taka 1,14,000, because total amount of purchase 1,20,000 at discount 5%. So you have to remember it. Discount amount always to be deducted from the total price. So 1,20,000, that is the 5% discount, that is 6,000. So net amount of purchase 1,14,000. I think you have written in your copy for the future betterment, and I hope you have understood it, and at this moment you can go to the requirement C. You can go back to the question requirement C. Prepare voucher for the transaction on December 24. Just in the slide you didn't see, or you can't see for requirement C. Just follow the information. At first you have to see the page number 19 from your textbook. Okay, now you can open the page number 19 from the textbook, National Curriculum of Bangladesh, and then prepare or draw a debit voucher very easily. Okay, you can draw it for the debit voucher for the transaction December 24. Debit voucher is used for expenses. Okay, now you can try it and prepare it. I think you have to understand the format and procedure of this question. Today's topics of creative question number 1. I think you have understood. Okay, last one. You have to practice at home more and more, and you will overcome from any stage, from the requirement of any creative question. Okay, thank you so much for being with me. Stay home, be safe by the grace of Almighty Allah. Allah Hafiz.